Peace, everybody. This is your one-man urban orchestra, Ra, the NOC. And today it's all about that's right, it's all about the snaps. And we're going to talk about three things that's important for me to make good drums, a nice snap, whether it's a kick, snare, clap, whatever. So I use my trusty Tascam DR05, right? Audacity, which the program you see in now, and Waves program, which is called the Renaissance Vox. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get it to sound loud, get rid of the background noise so it won't have any noise floor, and make it snappier. And I'm going to show you a couple of other things within Audacity. All right, so let's go. Okay, people, it's your one-man urban orchestra, rather NOC. We are back, and we will be dealing with my personal snaps that I made, again with the Tascam DR05. Okay, I will be editing it with Audacity. Okay, free program that you can get off the net. I think the latest is 2.1.2 that I'm up to date with, and we will use Waves Renaissance Vox. Hands down, for me, factually, not my opinion, for me, it is the best gate I can use on sounds, especially when I'm dealing with vocals or sound design and making my own sounds, and I want to eliminate noise floor. Noise floor is that background noise or hum from electrical equipment, especially when you're in the analog world. Okay, being I'm inside the box, I won't have no noise floor. But when I record outside the box, say my snaps, I did them in my home recording studio, and it has a nice reverb. There was background noise. Here, you're able to hear it. Listen, you hear that background noise? You hear that noise in the back? We're going to eliminate that with the three primary things that I use, and everything else is effects, reverb, small rooms, taking the snaps, doubling them up, and putting them on both sides of the. I do all that stuff later, but this is the primary stuff that people that don't know can use to get their stuff popping. Okay, so I'm gonna have the snap, I mean not the snare, but snap going, and it's gonna be nice and full and nice and level and loud. Because if you look here, it's at 3. See, it's at 3. I'm gonna make it louder. But before we go on, let's go to the snap. Here is the snap right here. I want you to understand something. You go to details. You see this number here, 1411 kbps, kilobytes per second. All right, that's usually your 16-bit rate. It becomes another number when you go to 24-bit, and I'm going to show you that shortly. So I want you to hold that thought with that, because I'm going to turn it into a 24-bit. Okay, I've seen where people had 24-bit samples come into Audacity, and then when they render them out, they become 16-bit, and they had a problem. I think they got that fixed. But no one talked about how to take a 16-bit and turn it into a 24-bit, and I'm going to show you. Okay, that's the extra knowledge you'll get out of Audacity. Again, it's free, and let's go. So now, we're gonna have to deal with this sample. I love the sample. I did like 5 finger snaps, and what I do to prepare myself to get some nice crispy snaps is I go and wash my hands with bleach and a little soap of your choice, whatever. It takes off the oil that's on your fingers. Let them dry for about 10 minutes, wrap my fingers, and this is a ritual. This is the ritual I'll do. So no oil on my fingers, so I can get that snap, that, you know, that real good snap. So that's what I do. Now, when we look at this region right here, this is the snap. Let's listen to it. All right. This is the wall right here. Let me get that finger. See where that finger is pointing? That's the wall. Between that wall, all of this space before the first transient hit. Now let me expand that. This is the first transient hit in this section right here. This is the second. Okay, this is what gives that almost that doubly feel. You get what I'm saying? And I purposely did it because my Tascam has 2 microphones, and they're going outward. They're not coming inward, which is the XY microphone setup. Okay, and if I go to one side, it'll go mono. If I go to another side, it'll go mono, left or right. If I stay in the middle, if I bring my fingers in, it'll be tighter. If I take them out, you'll get a more wider stereo snap or whatever. So that's what I did. And I know how to make one delay, one finger snap delay before the other snap, all right? So this is why you have 2 transients. Let's go back. So I got to explain everything, people, because you need to know this. So this brick wall here and this space to the first transient, if you don't cut your drums and all of them have that space between the wall and that first transient, which is called the on the one, and all of your drums is like that, what you're going to have is a delay. You're going to think it's your interface. You're going to think it's you got to go fix the resolution inside, go to 256 or 512 or 64. No, check your drums first. This is my first step I do, is I check my drums, and I've learned how to do that like 15 years ago when I had the 2000 XL. I would get my drums cut on the one. Okay, so now we need to eliminate that. 2 ways you could do it. You can go here and select the time shift tool. If you select it, it'll push to where you want it. Okay, and mine's will be about there. All right, so, or you can keep the selection tool and you can cut it just like that, hit delete, oops, and it's gone. Okay, so those are the 2 ways. Now you need to expand it more so you can go inside. And see, what I love about Audacity, you can keep going inside and watch what happens. So here's this first transient hit. Okay, you have 1 and 2 right here. The first transient hit and the second transient hit. But this transient hit is on the 1. So we're going to deal with that one. So I want to cut it down even more. I'm going to show you why I love Audacities so much when it comes to editing my drums. Because first of all, you can widen it up, and I'm on my laptop. This is small compared to my 27-inch main computer. It's really big. So I'm just doing this for video purposes. As you can see, you see those dots? You see the dots? This is what I love, because you can cut on them Okay. You can cut to them, and you know, you can get real surgical. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get this right. All right. So I got to make sure I'm at my first transient. That's my first transient right here. And I really want to get, let's see. I want to get in this section because my first transient start right there, but I want that first region from there to there. And that dot is sitting right there. Bingo. I want this one from right there. Bam. Usually it'll go right on the dot because the dot's guide, but I don't know. Nah, I don't know why it's not hitting on the dot, but on my big computer, my main computer, it does. But you get the drift. So that dot is going to be the starting of that first transient hit. Now, I think I can get it really precise if I do that. But it's clicking, so it's not. Bam! Right there. I'm right there at the first dot and the where I want it to hit on my transient. So let's look at how my transient looks. Look at that. It's cut. Now I can even go further if I go to that dot right there, but it's under the line and I don't really want to do that. So I sit right there. It's better than that space I had before. Okay, so my transient is cut. I have to give it to you like this, people, because you need to know specifically what's going on. And I want to try to zoom through this and go all fast and whatnot, because this is very important. We talk about our sounds here. We take our sounds as producers very seriously. Okay, so bingo. Let's listen to it. So it's right there on the one. Okay, you don't have that space. I could tell the difference. Okay, so what we did, we cut to on the one. Now my snap is where I want it. I got it cut, and now I have to get rid of the background noise. You hear that? Okay, so now we go into, if you don't have waves, you might can use something else, but I use waves because it's the easiest thing. The Waves Renaissance Fox is the most easiest. Okay, where are you? There we go. And I choose stereo because it's not mono, okay? And it'll pop up any second. It's not responding, but it'll pop up. Okay, come on, come on. So as we're waiting, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna bring this all the way down to infinite, and so you can see what's going on. Okay, now let's listen to our finger snap sample. Okay, the compressor is not working so far because I have it on infinite gate. Now as I bring it up, let's bring it up to about 48. Okay, let's listen. Let's have a listen. Still noise. Bring it up to about 36. You see the noise started to fade away and go away. Now what you do is bring it up to 24. And you can do this with any compressor, gate with compression and all that. But I choose this one because it's so easy. See what I'm doing? I'm just moving one knob. Okay, let's listen to it again. And it cut out more of the background noise, and that's 24. Let's take it to 12. And let's listen to it. You see? It took out basically the background noise. There's a little bit left. Now, what I could do is put it all the way up to 0. Now watch what it does. It's gone. The background noise is gone. But it's giving me just a little bit too much of a cutoff where I want to hear that first transient. So let me bring it down to about 6.6. And I love this thing because it gets intricate and precise, where you can, do your thing and hear the difference with your trained ear. Okay, let's see. I like it right there. Let's listen to the difference. Yeah, it's a difference. Now, I don't mind this because I can take that at 0, 0, right? And mix it with the 6.6, turn them one left, one right, and scale one down a couple of cents, and you'll have one snap, but it sounds like it's on both sides. See, so I could do it like that, but right now I'm showing you that you can, what to use and how to use it. Now, let me explain something else. See this play? If your space, so I'm basically pressing the space bar. If your space bar doesn't play the sample, you could always use this to preview. Okay? But I'm using the space bar. Mine's work. Okay, so got rid of the background noise. I'm taking it back down to 6.6. Do 6.7. Let's see how that sounds. I love it. It's right there. Okay? Once you got that sound and the way you like it, then you go ahead and hit apply. And you see it worked. Then you hit close. And then press play. Beautiful. My own snap, and you hear the natural reverb from my room. I have no bass pads up in my room, nothing, because basically I'm using my Sennheiser 600 HD headphones, which are flat response, and puts me into like a studio room where I don't have to have my room treated. Okay, so my room is not treated, and you're getting the natural snap. You hear the reverb. Beautiful. Okay, so now that we have that, all right, what I want to do is right here where you see this is level at 3. But I really want mine to hit at 0. I don't want it over here because, wait a minute, those two niches right here means the red, and I don't want that to clip. So I go here. They have a native normalizer. Okay, and you hit normalize. This is native to Audacity, and it's at -0.0. Okay, so it will go to 0. You hit OK. And, well, that didn't do it, and I know why. Because I had already taken it down myself. So, never mind that. But if you need normalization, it does it. But when I forgot I had did it, I'm going to take it up. See? Bam. So I'm going to take it up. I did it like that. And now it's at 0. So there's 2 ways you could do it. So you just got 2 ways to get your sound nice and high. Okay? So it went from 3 now to 0. Let me see if I can get it in the red area. I don't think so. Yeah, it's going to stop right there because I had brought it down before I made a video. Okay, so And you see my wave, my transients got bigger. I left that in low because it's just going down in the slope, so that I cut off. And okay, now this tail from here to here, if it's real long, you want to cut it, especially if you don't need it, because it helps with storage. You don't want your sample too big, and you just don't want to do that. So it's at a nice size. Okay, so that's that. Now, remember I said keep this in mind about we're going to go from 16-bit to 24-bit. Okay, now that I got my snap nice and loud, that is normal, and I want it to go from 16-bit to 24-bit. So let's do that. So we go up to File, and I'm on Windows. Okay. Also, this does multiple export too. So if you have, say if I had 10 snaps that I did and I like them all, and they all in Audacity, I can export multiple at once. You just fix them up like I just did, and then you go to multiple, and that's sweet. Okay. So, but I'm just doing one stereo export. All right. So you go there. All right. Okay. So now it's saying wave signed 16-bit PCM. I'm going to rename this snaps NOC 55. Okay, now it's named. When you do this, I'm getting ready to show you. Put a dot, a period, behind 55 and hit wave and put the word wave there. What you're doing is telling the computer that your sound is a wave file. If you don't put that wave, it's going to come out AIFF or some other file. You don't want that. So always remember, put period right after whatever word it is, a T, a Z, a or a number, like just as I've done right then. You do it just like that, because we're going to do something else. So we're going to go from 16-bit, hit this. Nope, wrong move. Okay, what you're going to do is expand this out a little bit. See, I hope you can see that. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go. Bring that back up. Hold on. Let me bring that back, because I expanded it still. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, since I gotta rename it, okay, because I went out of it when I said snaps NOC 65. Okay, 55. Period wave. Now you go over here to options. Okay, go directly over here to options. Now see what happened? There are no options for this format. Your file will be exported as a 16-bit Microsoft file. If you need more control over the export format, please use the other uncompressed files format. So this is what the problem was when those guys were doing it, and they wasn't reading what it said. It says other uncompressed files format, and you see the little parentheses up there. Watch this. You hit OK, come out of it. You go other uncompressed files. Bingo. Now you go to options. See? And there you have it. Now, you want to keep it at wave Microsoft. You want to bring it 24-bit. Hit OK. And that's it. But now let me put that period, wave back. Gotta keep that extension. Let's call it extension. Okay. Once you have that all set up, you hit save. Now you can name, let's say, the LC and comments, snaps. Okay, this will come up when you want to read or protect yourself, copyright and stuff like that. It's yours or whatever. Okay, so you hit OK. Now I'm gonna go to my desktop, find where it's at. I think this is it. Nope, this is it. Now let's read the properties. Detail. Bam. It's done. That is now 24-bit snap or sound or sample. 2116 kilobytes per second means 24-bit. Anything over that is even better. I've seen, I think 20, 26, 16, something like that. But anyway, it's at 24-bit bit rate. Okay, so you're good. So you went from 16-bit to 24-bit, and that's it, people. That's how I get my own samples. I can go to the studio, sample a snare, put my microphone there, boom, get it, drum kits, or take other drum kicks that I had, sound design them, and so forth and so forth, run them through Waves Vox, get them nice and tight and punchy. So this snap it's nice and tight. You hear just a little bit of that noise, and that's what I want. And it sounds, you ain't gonna hear it when the music is going, and it gives it that room ambience, like, and it's gone, so you won't hear it, especially when I throw effects on it, and then I sound design it with another snap put on the left and right ear. So there you have it. Audacity, Tascam, DR05, and Waves Renaissance Vox, all working together as one to make your sound with no noise floor, take out the background noise, nice and tight. All right, I'm your one-man urban orchestra, rather NOC, and subscribe to my channel. Go in the description box and give me like or not. All right, I hope this helped a bunch of people, and it gave you something that you didn't know about, and make some nice sounds. All right, peace.